Hello guys, Jacob from the team The New Matrix here, with another deck profile, this time of my friend's Narukami Eradicator deck. This is after set 10, and it will get some minor changes when set 12 come out. But over to the deck profile, the starter is Linshu, really good card. You can do a lot with this card. You can destroy your opponent's grade starter or some opponent grade 1 units. Yeah, his skill is when this unit is boost and with an attack and it hits a vanguard, you can count +1, put him into soul and destroy one of your opponent's grade 1 or lower units. This makes he really viable to many strats you can do, and taken away annoying units from the field that you don't want there. So over to the game. The triggers: we run 4 draws and 8 crits and 4 heals. Because this is before set 12, this is the only thing we can run if you want to run all Eradicators triggers. If you don't want to run stands, when the set 12 come out, we will do some little changes and take out 2 crits for 2 draws, because you have a lot of crits in this deck already, so it's always nice with some more draw power. So over to grade 1s, we run 4 Castor. Really good card. It's a disc 1 draw 1 card. When this is call out to rear guard, if your opponents have 2 or less rear guards, you can discard and draw a card. This is make it really good early game, and also some time later in the game when you have used some of your skills. Little too much, maybe, but fun card. Good card also. Then we have 4 Surki. Really good card. Every time you destroy one of your opponent's rear guards with one of your Eradicator's effects, he gets 30,000 power. This makes him a 10k or higher booster every time you have destroyed something, and this help you get to hit some good numbers in this deck. Then we run 2 Eradicator of Fire, Coagine. It's a 10k booster if your opponents have 3 or more damage, and yeah, really good card. All 10k boosters are good, in my opinion. Help you hit some magic numbers. And then the last 4 cards is of course perfect cards. That is really distance better. And yeah, that's much else to say. Staple card. Then we have 3 Spark Rain. I will only run this temporary because I want 3 soldiers instead, so you can just destroy more cards for opponents. But Spark Rain also works for the time being. And he is a teleport attacker if you had Eradicators, if you didn't know. Then we run 4 double gun Eradicator. He has the same effect as the grade 1 Suki. So every time a card is destroyed by one of your Eradicator's effects, he gains 3k power. This makes him a 12k attacker or higher every time you destroy something. So he, together with almost Suki, makes really good and really high columns easily and fast. So that's really good. Then we run 4 Suiten. Good card. a damage on flipper. So when this attack hits a vanguard, you can soul charge one and then unflip a damage. The soul charge doesn't really matter so much in this deck. You just run it for damage on flip. And then to the grade 3, we run 3 Whooping Sword, the break right of the deck. He has the effect if your opponents have 3 or more damage. He gets another 2k when he is attacking, so he attacked 13. And he also has the break right effect when a grade 3 runs rise 08. That card gets 10k power, and you get to destroy one of your opponent's front row rear guards. And this effect triggers some other effects in this deck. But a good break, right? A 1-for-1. Then we run 3 Gauntlet Descendant, the main star of the deck, the main pusher, and really good. This is what you want to break right with. He has 2 effects. The first one is Counter +2, Eradicate cards, and the opponents get to choose one of her rear guards to destroy. This doesn't really matter, because the only thing that matters is that a card did get destroyed, because then his limit break activates, and that limit break is every time a card is destroyed of a Eradicator effect, he gets 3k power and uncritical. So if you break right, you get you get 13k plus critical. And if you use his skill again, he gets 16k and 2 criticals extra. So you can really buff him up fast to high number and high damage, if you know your opponent's can't card. And then for the 2 last card, our finisher, Eradicator Descendant. Really good card. He has the effect of catapulting 2 Eradicators, and he gets 5k power. And you can also counter blast 1 and choose 3 Eradicators cards from hand and discard them. When this attack at the turn of this card attacking and you didn't hit, he can stand again for the cost, and he gets extra critical. So he has a re-standing vanguard, but you don't get any power, just a critical. So he's really good to ride when the opponent is at 5 damage, just to push your opponents for game. Yeah, that's all for me. See ya. Bye.